A lot of y'all don't even be understanding that y'all are dealing with narcissistic triangulation. And y'all would think that y'all won just because this man chose you over another female. Whole time, you should never have to compete for somebody who love you. These men will use other females. They'll bring in a third party, try to use another female to make the female that they was once with angry. And when that don't work, guess what he's going to do? He's going to start trying to devalue you and treat you just as bad. It should never be a time where you in a relationship and you feel as if you have to compete with another woman. And when y'all go back and forth with each other, you want to know what you're doing? You're feeding his ego. You're not winning because he's laying next to you. You're not winning because he chose you. You're showing him that you're weak and you're willing to fight for somebody that you shouldn't even have to fight for if they love you. Y'all will throw slick shots at the other woman. Y'all will stay trying to be funny. Whole time you hiding your misery behind every joke you try to make towards that other woman. The only person who wins in that situation is the one who leaves. Do you understand that? The one that chooses herself and say, I'm better than that and I'm not dealing with none of that. Narcissistic triangulation will have you out here beefing with a woman that you don't even know behind a man who was supposed to pick and love you first. But I digress.
Have you ever felt like you were suddenly in competition with someone else in your own relationship? Hey Butterfly, I'm Goddess, your Narc survivor, and welcome back to Narc Free Nirvana. Today, we're diving into the toxic world of narcissistic triangulation, the tactic they use to control, confuse, and keep you questioning your worth. I'll be sharing the red flags I miss, the ways I was manipulated through triangulation, and the powerful lessons I've learned so you don't have to go through the same mistakes. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe so we can keep growing this sanctuary together.
Let's talk about triangulation and breaking the narcissist's favorite cycle. Triangulation is one of the most toxic tactics that a narcissist uses, and it's designed to make you doubt yourself, question your worth, and fight battles that were never yours to fight. Here's how it works. The narcissist sets up a triangle between you, them, and a third party, often a new supply. They'll compare you to the other person, either directly or indirectly, and then they'll sit back and watch the emotional fallout. They'll tell you that the new supply is crazy, and they'll tell the new supply that you're crazy and still obsessed with them. Then they'll come back to you with the breadcrumbs or subtle hints that the new supply is insecure or threatened. It's all a bait. And when you react by defending yourself, arguing, or even just trying to prove your worth, you feed their ego. Think about that. You feed their ego after all of that. They thrive on seeing two now, compete for them. And sometimes there's even a third, even if you're not consciously competing. But here's the truth. Triangulation is about control, not love. It's not a compliment. They're still contacting you. They're still bringing you up. It's manipulation to keep you emotionally hooked and distracted from their flaws. Triangulation is rooted in confusion and division, two things God is not the author of. James 3:16 says, "For where envying and strife is, there is confusion." In every evil work, the narcissist uses this tactic to create envy and strife. And as long as you engage, you're playing into the plan. Breaking free means refusing to fight for a position that was never meant to be fought for. God doesn't require you to compete for what's yours. When you step out of the triangle, you step into clarity and you step into peace. When you stop responding, the narcissist loses their power, their source, their ego deflates because you're no longer surviving or just supplying them with the attention, validation, or emotional energy that they so desperately need. So here's your strategy. Don't compete. Let them have the drama. Don't compare. You are not in the same race. Don't respond. Silence is the strongest answer. Remember, the triangle collapses when you walk away. That's when you regain your power. And finally, the truth. You were never meant to be a pawn. You were meant to be free.
Narcissists thrive off of triangulation and drama. It's really common for a lot of people that in the beginning of their relationship with the narcissist, that there's always some kind of ex or some other third party that's still lingering in the situation. And the narcissist tries their hardest to do the overtime on a smear campaign about the ex, making you think and believe that this ex was a horrible person. They tell you the most crazy stories, they make up lies, and they somehow get you to hate this ex. And that's exactly what they want, because they know that it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out. They know that eventually they're going to get caught. Either you're going to dig a little bit too much and find some information, or the ex is going to get sick of it and they are going to eventually end up reaching out to you. But they are going to work overtime to make sure that before any of that can happen, that you are so brainwashed by the drama and the lies and all the false narratives that they've created, that when you do finally have a conversation with the ex, if you ever do, that you won't believe a word they say, because in your eyes, the narcissist has already made them out to be the worst person in the world. And that's exactly what they want. It becomes to a point where they get you and the old supply, being the ex, they get both of you focused on each other. The old supply is aware that there is a new supply, being you, in the mix, and you're aware that there's an old supply, being the ex, that is around still trying to get the attention of the narcissist. And before you know it, both of you are focused on each other. You're both wondering, who is this person going to pick? Who's the narcissist going to pick? Are they going to be with them? Or are they going to be with me? Is this person still lingering? Are they still trying to get attention from them? Are they moving forward with them? The ex is worried if you guys are still together and you're moving forward, and you're worried about the ex. Are they trying to sleep with your person? Are they around trying to still get their attention? And the narcissist is just sitting back, having access to the both of you, telling lies about the both of you, while they get to avoid accountability and reap all the benefits of still having access to both of you without having to take any kind of accountability at all. This is exactly what the narcissists do to all parties that are involved, until eventually one party decides to remove themselves. And a lot of the time, it will be the old supply that finally gets tired of it, finally understands that the narcissist is not going to go back towards them and, rekindle the situation. The new supply likely, unfortunately, tolerates more because they are in the mix for such a shorter amount of time than the old supply. The new supply doesn't know the narcissist as well. They don't know their tricks. They don't know how they move. There's a lot of things that they are still very naive to. And a lot of the time, the narcissist creates all these narratives. So it's really hard for the new supply to learn. Really, the only thing that's going to make you learn who the narcissist really is time. And the old supply already knows who the narcissist is. So eventually, the old supply will likely remove themselves from the equation. And at that point, now it's just the new supply and it's the narcissist. And whether you could be a new supply now, or at one point in time you were the new supply and now you're the ex, you know how it is. It's funny how when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, when you're in that triangulation phase, they make the old supply out to be the worst person in the world. They have you hating them. They have you defending them. They have you, just trying to defend their honor and wondering how their ex could be such a horrible person to them. And it's funny how when the ex is no longer a factor, now they feel resentment towards you. When they start resenting you, now they start the comparison phase. Now all the things that they used to bash about their ex, all the things they said to you about how horrible their ex was, you'll start to see that they are now praising their ex for all those same things. One day you'll just be sitting there wondering, like, didn't you used to say the complete opposite of them? Or you're just baffled wondering how they could even be trying to give their ex praise. Now they're comparing you to their ex, things that you now do that their ex never did. Or why would you do things like this? Their ex never used to do those things. And you're just in a state of confusion, wondering, how did we get to this point? Because I thought you hated your ex. I thought your ex was the worst person in the world. I thought that your ex literally did all these things and that's what made you not want to be with them. But now you're shaming me for not doing those things. And that is just the way the narcissistic cycle goes. You'll go from defending them to now you're the bad person doing all those same things that they were complaining about before. It's just the circle. It's the cycle of the narcissistic relationship. It's the cycle of their life.
So you thought that triangulation was only between you, the new supply, and the narc. That triangulation also is between the narc's family members, the new supply, and you, especially the narc's mother. Because you have to understand, in the beginning, when that narc was in a rush to meet you, to have you meet their family members, it was because they were parading you around them so that their family members can also see how they can benefit off of you. What do you offer them? Do you offer money? Do you offer status symbols? Are you going to offer grandchildren? What can they get out of you? What can they siphon out of you? That was the reason for the rush in the beginning. The same way with the love bomb, to manipulate you into loving them. Their family members also have to manipulate you into loving them as well. So when that discard phase happens, guess what? The family is also losing the supply that you gave to them as well. They're losing the financial benefit, the status benefit, the ability for you to come over there and sit with them, talk with them, yap with them, whatever. So whatever they were getting from you, they're also losing as well. And so what happens is, in the beginning, when you're still trying to wrap your head around what's going on in the new supply, and the narc is not communicating with you, you're over here at the mother's house. And the mother is saying, baby, he loves you. He's just going through a phase. Don't you worry about it. And so they're playing on you. They're crying. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry all this happened. But I know my son. See, you think those tears are because the mother cares about your relationship with that narc. Those tears are not because of that. Those tears are because that mother is losing the benefit of what she was getting from you. And now over here on the new supply, she's telling the new supply, oh, his ex was raggedy. She didn't cook. She didn't clean. I'm so glad that he's no longer with her. I see how you are just helping my son be this way and boosting him up. And he is so much better with you. This is why the new supply has this big bravado about them, like, this is my family. See, you would never feel that way if someone wasn't gassing your head up. So understand that mother, that family member, what they're doing is they've already sized up their new supply to see what they can get out of them. So now they're getting the benefits of you and the new supply, because you're over here trying to show this mother-in-law or this mother that, hey, I am still number one. And the mother-in-law is like, yes, to you. Yes, you're still number one, baby. I need this, 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 and this. And this is what you need to do to get your man back. And you're over here jumping through hoops, listening to them. The new supply is over here, and the mother-in-law is saying to them, baby, I need for you to do this, 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 and this for me, for us. And the new supply is like, okay, because they want to prove that they're the better person. And so guess who's benefiting from it? That mother, that particular family member. That's who's benefiting from it. And this is why it's so important in the beginning to block that mother, to block them family members, to block them friends. Let me explain something to you. I fought this tooth and nail. I said, no. My mother-in-law, I know her. I've been in this family now for 16 years, every day. My children, she helps raise my children. She would never do this to me. And so when the discard happened and we're breaking up, she's telling me, I don't agree with him being adulterous. I would never allow that mistress into my house. I don't believe in that. That's not what the Bible stands for. Oh, she would never step foot in my house. That's what she told me. So now I go over to the house with that in my head, that this new supply would never come over here. This mistress would never be over here because she doesn't condone it. And I came over her house
and walked through those doors, and guess who was in her house folding up a blanket for her? That new supply. And in that instance, that new supply saw me. That mother-in-law, who I loved so dearly, who I said would never turn on me, watched as that new supply assaulted me. That narc watched as that new supply assaulted me. When the police came, that mother-in-law, who loved me so much and would never let that new supply over there, told the police she didn't see anything. The narc told the police he didn't see anything, even though they both stood there and watched. I then had to turn around and get a temporary protective order to protect myself from her. So I say this to say, it does not matter how long you have been in that family. That narc learned them narcissistic traits from that mother, that father, that sister, whoever they learned it from. So you have to understand that they are losing the benefit that you were supplying to them. So that mama is going to manipulate you so that she can still feed off of you. That mama's going to manipulate that new supply so she can then feed off of her. This is why you have to ghost them. You have to, I don't care, put a cloak, go in disguise, incognito, undercover. I don't care what you have to do. Because in the beginning, those tears that family member is shedding for you, that you think that they're shedding for you because of the breakup of the relationship, those tears are because they are losing whatever benefit that they were getting off of you. That's what those tears are for. And you need to understand that. Because what happens again, these people are tap dancing on your emotions. You're thinking that they're for you, when in reality, they're only for themselves. And this is how people get caught up with the law. This is how people get put in jail. This is how people get unalived, because you had these ignorant parasites mad because they can't keep feeding off of you and they don't like it. So you have to be aware. You have to cut them off. Believe you me, I had to learn it the hard way. I'm all on social media hearing what therapists are saying. Even my own therapist said cut them off. And in my head, I'm like, no, because that bond, that trauma bond, you're not just trauma bonded to that narc. You're also trauma bonded to that family member and those family members as well, especially the mother. You are truly trauma bonded to them. So trying to break free of that is very hard. And that's when they say a hard head make a soft behind, you gonna learn. You're going to learn that those people are not for you. They are only for what they can get. And they don't care who they use, who they hurt to get whatever it is that they need at that moment. That's where that narc, the one that you spent your life with, the one that you gave up your time, resources, money, body to, that's who they learned it from. So it may hurt like hell. You may lose out on, or you may perceive that you're losing out on a lot. Baby, you're not. No, you're not. You have to understand that you are strong and powerful. You have to understand that you can do any and everything that you want to do in this life. You have to understand that you are valuable, not only to yourself, but to others. Just because these parasitic leeches don't see it, don't understand it, don't know who you are, doesn't mean that you are not that person. They are mad because they are losing the benefit that you were providing to them. So while you are on your healing journey, while you're on this journey to figure out what happened, why it happened, the part they played, the part that you played in all of this, you need to go incognito, baby. You do not need to be anywhere near them family members, them friends, or that narc. Block them. Cut off all access to you, or limit all access to you, baby, so that you can make sure that you are safe, sound, and whole, and that you can heal in the proper way so that you can then be that beautiful person, that fine person, that wonderful person that you are. All right? So you have a wonderful day.
And if y'all a girlfriend or a wife that's thinking the baby mama mad because y'all got the man, y'all funny as hell. Because first of all, that man got with you and started neglecting his responsibilities. Y'all only able to go on trips. He only able to take care of you and do things for you because he don't take care of them kids. It ain't never about you and the relationship you got with him. It's always about them kids. He ain't taking care of them kids. And he over there telling her one thing and telling you another. Y'all ain't never heard of triangulation? That's what they do. He telling her something, coming back telling you something, depending y'all against each other, so that if he ever feel like he want to leave your ass or go cheat on your ass, guess what? He can do it with the baby mama.
Thank you for flying with me today, butterfly. Remember, triangulation is never about you. It's about their need for control and validation. I lived it. The comparisons, the exes suddenly in the picture, the friends they turned into weapons. It left me questioning my reality until I realized it wasn't love. It was a game. Sacred reflection. Who in your past made you feel like you had to compete for their love? And how has that shaped the way you love yourself today? And if any part of this resonates, know this. You are not alone. You are not weak. And you are not broken. You are becoming. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video so we can grow this butterfly sanctuary and help more survivors find their wings. Until next time, I'm Goddess, your Narc survivor. Keep rising, Radiant One.
I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving, I'm a survivor.